In a distant and second-hand set of dimensions, through wavering star mists, see the Great Atuin. Drifting onwards through space, atop the shell of the great turtle are 4 giant elephants, upon whose broad shoulders rests the Discworld. For the people on the Disc, the turtle was a mere hypothesis, until one day the island kingdom of Krull, whose rimmost mountains project over the Rimfall, lowered over the edge a brass vessel containing several astrozoologists. Their mission did indeed prove the existence of the turtle. Unfortunately, owing to a minor malfunction, they were unable to answer an even more fundamental question.
What is the sex of the turtle?
The remaining astrozoologists are never short of a question.
Why does it matter?
So, we're gonna look at a turtle's bottom?
That won't be very nice, will it?
No.
Since the failure of the last mission, this vital question cannot possibly be answered without sending a new expedition over the edge of the Disc in this.
It's a bit small.
It will be somewhat bigger.
Yeah, but where in the world are you gonna find someone stupid enough to go in that?
Several thousand miles hubwards from the rim, in Ankh-Morpork, the Disc's oldest city, the ship arriving in its dock is carrying Twoflower, the Discworld's first tourist. He is looking forward to all its sights and smells. And of course, no tour would be complete without a visit to the city's unseen university for wizards and its famous Tower of Art. When our story begins, wizards are not very nice. Carrying the final remains of one of their number, the 8 heads of the Orders of Wizardry have demonstrated great powers of survival, because behind every wizard of the 8th rank, there is at least one 7th rank wizard trying to bump him off.
Runelid, he never saw it coming, you know, Drummond.
Well, you know what they say, Arch-Chancellor. When a wizard is tired of looking for broken glass in his dinner, he's tired of life. I'm just speculating, obviously.
We are gathered here today to pay our respects to old Runelid, a wizard.
Sorry. I'm not late, am I?
Who is that?
Rincewind, Arch-Chancellor.
Rincewind? Oh. Have him sent to my office in 10 minutes.
Oh, get on with it, Weatherwax. My back's killing me.
Run along, Rincewind.
Oh, sorry, Narrowboat. Yo.
Mr. Rincewind, there are, as you know, 8 levels of wizardry to which the aspiring young, to which the student can aspire. In your not inconsiderable time here at the Unseen University, you have failed to reach even level 1.
Ah, yes, but
What the Arch-Chancellor is trying to say is that after decades of teaching you, patience seems not so much a virtue as a life sentence.
Oh, yes, but
There is simply no room for your kind of person in a modern university.
I feel
So you leave the Arch-Chancellor no other course of action but to expel you.
it's only been 40 years.
The hat. Goodbye, Mr. Rincewind.
In the competitive world of wizardry, the way to the top is via dead men's pointy shoes. Even if you have to empty them yourself.
Ashburn Narrow Vault.
Don't come back! Now let me tell you! Thank you very much.
Deep in its very bowels. The departure of the Disk's worst wizard from the unseen university has stirred magic.
Good day to thee, son.
Goodbye, world.
Disappointing.
Hello! Hello yourself.
I wish to be directed to an hotel, tavern, lodging house, inn, hospice. I wish.
I know a tavern. This way.
Sapient pearwood.
The tourist's luggage is no ordinary suitcase. It has absolutely no brain and a homicidal attitude towards anything that threatens its master, and would follow him anywhere.
I wish for an accommodation, a room, lodgings, are your rooms clean, a room with a view, what is your rate for one night, what is for breakfast, where are the bathrooms?
He's got plenty money.
Oh, it'll be, $2 then? Oh, and that thing has to stay in the stables. Tua!
Tua?
Tua!
Tua. Tua. It is you on site, Shaba? It is you on site, Shaba?
It is sapient pearwood.
Shaba? No. It's Sumban right toiletries? Toilet?
May I be of assistance?
Shove off, Rincewind.
Aruhu, Guru?
It won't work. It's the book, you see. It tells him what to say. It's magic.
Isua de shot chop?
Guru. I say no toyo. Toya, haya. Who? It's all toina. I'm not tiko. Riki tiki. Me what?
No. Usagawan rank more pork. As saba tiwashtaneho in zaka tora sita henova.
Choi.
Usibyo two flower. Unsiwanwa tourist.
Atayoshu, Rincewind. Tukus.
So you're a wizard.
Do you speak Ankh-Morporkian?
Yes. I did a correspondence course.
Well, what's all this about then?
Oh, well, a tourist should always use his phrase book so that people will know you're one.
And, is that really your luggage?
Yes. And are you really a wizard?
Oh, well...
I hear the famous Unseen University is a must-see. Well, I was hoping to visit it so that when I get back home, I could say that, I did that.
Ah, yeah, but it's closed. For the exams. Oh. Where is your home?
Ah, have you heard of Bes Pelargic? It's the major seaport of the Agatean Empire.
That's the counterweight continent, isn't it?
Yes. We may be small, but we're equal in weight to all the major land masses of this hemicircle.
Well, that's because the ancient legend. It says that it's made of gold.
Well, it's not made of gold.
No.
And gold is just a really common metal there.
You might like to keep that to ourselves.
Onias. Who is he?
He says he's a tourist.
Huh? What's that mean then?
I think it means idiot.
Yeah.
Yes, you are correct in your surmise. This is technically false coinage.
I know it. I got a nose for a dumb. What do you mean, technically?
Well, you see, our Ankh-Morpork coins contain rather less gold than a pint of seawater.
I knew it.
But this, my friend, is solid gold.
What? What? I've got to get back.
And so, the leaders of a number of the many gangs, guilds, and collections of other nefarious dirtbags of Ankh-Morpork were aware that someone had arrived in the city who appeared to have much treasure, including Emor, its greatest thief.
So, no guards?
No, why? What do I have that's worth stealing?
Well, the trunk. I mean, there can't be more than 2 very small wands made of sapient pearwood in all the cities of the Circle C, let alone a whole box. That and yeah, the gold.
Barely 2,000 Rhinu.
Is a Rhinu one of those big gold coins?
Yes. Do you think I paid the innkeeper too much?
I think he might have settled for less.
Well, I can see I've got a lot to learn. An idea occurs to me. Rincewind, would you perhaps consent to be employed as a, well, perhaps the word guide would fit the circumstances. I think I could afford to pay you a Rhinu a day? Oh, dear, I've offended you. It was an impertinent request. Doubtless you have works of high magic to return to.
Well, one of those a day?
Oh, well, 2 then?
What do you want to see?
Well, I want to see everything. I mean, genuine Morporkian life. You know, I want to go to the slave markets and the whore pits, the Temple of Small Gods and the Beggars Guild, and a genuine tavern brawl.
Ah, well...
Well, no. I'm not suggesting we get involved. I just want to see it, that's all.
Ah.
And some of your famous heroes, like Cohen, the barbarian. You do know him?
Oh, yes, of course, yeah.
Good. Well, so, it's agreed?
Agreed.
Excellent. Be a good chap, would you? And see to it that the innkeeper shows my luggage to the room. And I insist that you take your first 4 days' wages in advance.
Broadman, luggage, room.
And perhaps when the exams are finished, we could get a peek at the, Unseen University. This calls for a picture.
All the best wizards have left. See you, loser.
Relax, Withel. The magic chest will come back for its owner, and with it the gold.
Yes. We'll just have a peek. Just look over here, Rincewind, and smile. Rincewind? Hi.
Halt! Bugger it!
The city gates. Attempting to leave.
The patrician, the ruler of Ankh-Morpork, may not be particularly fair or even democratic, but at least for the first time in 1,000 years, the city works. This is largely because he knows where everyone is most of the time and which dissuasively vicious punishment to exact for whatever they are doing there.
Oath-breaking. The theft of a horse.
Oh, no, my Lord Patrician, I didn't steal the horse. I paid for it fairly.
Using false coinage, which is technically theft, uttering false coinage. What are we going to do with you, you little scamp? Yes. It's the arena for you, Rincewind. On top of these, there is the moral obloquy attendant on the cowardly betrayal of a visitor to these shores. Shame on you, Rincewind. Will you be requiring a sword or a spear for the arena? Of course. We could be merciful. Think we should be merciful.
Two Rhino.
One Polly C.
Oi! That's my door! Door's fine.
Why don't you join me, Zlorf? The Assassin's Guild are our friends.
I've come for the tourist.
I thought we had an agreement. You don't rob, and I don't kill.
I'll kill him, and then you can rob him. If anybody's going to kill him, they'll need to talk to me first.
But get those dwarfs out of here!
Who the hell are you? I am Rupf, and I'm here on behalf of the Guild of Merchants and Traders to protect our interests. Meaning, the little man.
And how long has this guild been in existence, may I ask?
Since this afternoon. I am Vice Guildmaster in charge of tourism.
Oh. And what is this tourism of which you speak?
We're not quite sure.
What's a tourist?
Smile! It's magic!
Now, I want you to listen very carefully to what I have to say. Otherwise, you will die. In an interesting fashion. Over a period. Now, please stop fidgeting like that. The Emperor of the Cantuate continent has sent me a letter. It appears that one of his subjects has taken it into his head to visit our city. It appears he wishes to look at it. You will continue to be a guide, Rincewind, to this looker, this two-flower. You will make sure that he returns home with a good report of our homeland. What do you say to that? You say yes.
I say yes.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you, Lord. Thank you. Yeah.
Because it would be a tragedy should anything untoward happen to our visitor. It would be dreadful if the tourist were to die, for example, because the Emperor looks after his own, and he could certainly extinguish us at a nod, which would be dreadful for you, Rincewind, because I would hope, when the Empire's huge mercenary fleet arrived, that the avenging captains would find their anger somewhat tempered by the fact that my skilled operatives had just shown you the color of your liver. I see by your face that understanding dawns. Good luck. Oh, there's one other thing. I'm sure you wouldn't dream of trying to escape from your obligations by, say, running away.
I assure you, Lord, that the thought never even crossed my mind.
Indeed. Then if I were you, I would sue my face for slander. Don't let me detain you.
All right. I give in.
Rincewind, you came back! I knew you would.
I just had to.
Oh, that's exciting, isn't it? A genuine tavern brawl. It's better than anything I could have imagined. Everybody say cheese! You think I should thank them, or did you put them up to this? That's where you were.
Yes, I didn't like to mention it.
Hey! Nice throw!
We should be leaving.
Shonai! Beelzebub! Smile! Magic!
Collapsing spell. Come along, we gotta go.
That's my luggage. One more time! Attaboy. Oh. So, where's Cohen the barbarian?
He's, right behind you. Look, we really ought to be going.
Fantastic! No one at home is gonna believe this. All you do is rotate the lever and the iconograph does the rest. You wait here.
Oh,
Still good. I've run out of Red Sea. If you wanted red, you shouldn't have took all those pictures of dwarves killing people, should you? It's monochrome from now on, friend. All right?
Yeah. That's the picture imp.
yes, of course it is.
You know, Rincewind, I'd like to have you in the picture as well. Smile, please.
Smile. Smile.
What are we gonna see next? A great day. Yeah, that's my favorite, with Cohen.
Can you smell oil?
I don't think so.
Kill that bloody cat.
Here, take this.
Oh, thanks.
Don't mention it.
Tavern fights are pretty common around here, no?
Oh, yeah, well, it's practically a sport.
So innkeepers must need a lot of, well, in my language, we call it in-sewer ants.
In sewer ants, that's a funny word. What's it mean?
Well, say you have a tavern built of wood. Well, it might burn down. Well, you don't want that to happen, so you take out an in-sewer ants policy. See? And then I work out the odds against it burning down, and then add a bit, and then you pay me some money based on those odds.
Oh no. But yes.
Well, then if it does burn down, I pay you the value of the tavern.
Oh, it's a bit like a bet, right?
Wager? Yes, I suppose it is.
Are you sure you can't smell oil?
No, I can smell burning.
Did you insure the drum?
Luckily for Broadman, I still have the Rhine we paid as his first premium.
You bet Broadman, but it wouldn't catch fire.
Standard valuation, 200 Rye new. Why? Why do you ask?
You dozy idiot!
Just carry on as if I'm not here, Rincewind. Your appointment is later.
Oh! What's next?
What next? We'll be hung, drawn, and quartered if we stay here much longer.
Why?
What do you mean, why? 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 Look! The whole of Moorpork is made of wood!
What about my luggage?
Bugging your luggage!
Tell you what, whoever started that fire, it'd be wise for them to find a fast horse and make themselves very scarce.
Thank you very much, Two-Flower.
It says that Churm is lovely this time of year.
Yes, very, very dangerous.
Really?
That's the oil bond store going up.
How dangerous is Churm? Listen!
Look at that over there.
Oh, dear God. Oi! Oi, you! Come back here! That's my horse! Come back!
Oi, Rincewind!
The Octavo, greatest of all spellbooks, locked and chained deep in the cellars of the unseen university. The spells imprisoned in its pages lead a secret life of their own, and Rincewind's departure from Ankh-Morpork has left them deeply troubled.
I can't remember it being like this before. Not since that time, a young wizard. Oh dear. I've expelled him, haven't I? And nobody knows where he is, librarian.
Not even the patricians' palace guard, though they seem to think he'll turn up for some reason.
Look, he's the only person in living memory who has actually touched the Octavo with his bare hands. We have no idea the effect it'll have on him in the outside world. At least when he was a student, we knew where he was. Perhaps I've been a bit hasty. Who else knows about this?
Nobody, Arch-Chancellor.
Good. Let's keep it that way, shall we?
Oh, apart from Greyhold Spald, of course.
Those days are probably numbered anyway. On the subject of which I haven't seen old Narrowbolt around recently.
That's because he's dead, Arch-Chancellor. I'm just glad nobody wants to be head librarian.
Perish the thought, Horace. And I am looking for a book.
New shoes. And new hat, Mr. Tryman.
Ah.
Oh, how very neat and tidy. Did you know that in the event of the Arch-Chancellor's sad demise, he would be succeeded by Greyhall Spold.
He's demonstrated remarkable powers of survival.
Up to now. I think it's very important to strive for perfection, don't you?
Oh, yes, sir. If you want to get to the very top, sir, yes. The position of head librarian has never really appealed to you, sir?
No.
Oh, good.
It is quite possible that the next Arch-Chancellor may well smile upon those who understand the importance of things being well organized. Is everything in order down there?
Oh, absolutely. Everything is in alphabetical order, in fact.
So, this is the famous Octavo.
Famous and dangerous.
How long has it been like this?
Well, it's always been a bit strange, as far back as I can remember. But for some reason, it's got rather lively.
Why?
I don't know.
Who does?
Greyhold Spold.
Hmm?
Before my time.
Greyhull Spold. How convenient.
Pit of ultimate despair. Dread Tower of Darkness. Traveler. The hospitable temple of Bel-Shamharoth lies 1,000 paces hubwards. Hubwards. Huh. The Wormburg and Palace of the Dragon Lord lies 1,000 paces rimwards. Huh. Dragons. I always want to see dragons. Dragons it is. Rincewind?
Your lifetime is up, Rincewind. I can't hang around all day.
I can. What have you done with the tourist?
Nothing. He was lured by the attraction of the Wormburg.
Oh, so at least the patrician won't be sending out his men to kill me just yet, then, eh?
There is a distinct possibility that he may not need to.
What are you grinning at? Huh?
Oh, I'm sorry. I can't help it. Now, would you be so kind as to let go? It won't hurt.
Being torn to pieces
slashes by wolves won't hurt.
It would be over very quickly. And of course, they are an endangered species. Oh dear, I wondered if it was something I said.
Don't think I owe you a debt of gratitude. One of the consolations of being eaten by wolves was the fact that I would never have to have a near-death experience again, thanks to your owner.
737, 738, 739, dragons. Dragons, 741, 742, 742.
Dragons. Nobody believes in them anymore.
I never really wanted to be Arch-Chancellor anyway, so if you're here for...
For the octavo, Mr. Spold.
You're not here to... What about the octavo?
It's rather troubled at the moment. And it seems that you might be able to tell me why.
Well, it's not all there, you know.
As in mad?
As in one spell short of 8.
One of the 8 spells is missing? Well, that's rather badly organized.
Certainly extremely dangerous.
So where is it now? Do think very carefully, Mr. Spold.
I really wish I did know, Mr. Trymon.
Try breathing through this.
isn't it?
Fire's going out. Rincewind! Attaboy! And you brought the luggage.
No, it brought me.
Oh. It's amazing, isn't it?
Yes, if you like the physically impossible.
Well, I think it's just amazing. A bit underpopulated, though. Listen, do you think it could be the home of the dragons?
Don't be ridiculous. Dragons don't exist.
All my life I've wanted to see dragons.
I think that we... Believe in them. They don't exist. Oh. Psst. Psst. Oh. Psst. No. Just dazed, actually. Who said that?
Well, don't just lie there. Pull me out.
What?
Come on, pull me out.
You spoke.
I'm a magic sword. You weren't born with a mysterious birthmark in the shape of a crown, were you?
No.
No, just asking. Were you with the other fellow?
Might have been.
It's just the, dragon's got him. And so I expect you'll be in a hurry to slay the dragons and rescue him in a fantastic feat of daring do.
No, not really, no.
Come on. Come on. Right. Take a firm grip. Oh, that's good. That's good. Could be worse. This could have been an anvil. Finally! The dragon's headed upwards.
Even if they did exist, I'm not cut out for dragons.
Nothing to it. I'll show you. Right. I suggest we start with the one in the trees. Over there. No, you don't.
You see, there's nothing there.
Oh. Then you'd start with her instead. Okay. Okay.
I don't know how to be a hero.
No, obviously. But I propose to teach you. Look, I'll be frank, I've worked with far better material than you, but it's either that, or I'll chop your head off. I mean it.
All right, all right. Good boy.
There's an ambitious wizard on the loose. I think a certain degree of vigilance would be in order. Especially if he's talked to Tryman.
Any suggestions?
Oh, well, obviously you attack.
Oh, why didn't I think of that?
Because you're a defeatist. On your marks, get set, go! Got your hand again. You have to be quicker than that. Did I ever tell you about the time I was thrown into a lake? Let's have a look at you, madam.
Where is the tourist?
He's been taken back to the Wormberg.
What is this Wormberg?
The Wormberg. It is Dragonholm.
They don't exist.
But I suppose you'll be wanting to rescue your friend.
My point precisely.
He's not my friend. But I suppose you better take me to this Wormberg of yours.
Eolith.
I didn't know dragons were see-through.
Didn't you?
No.
Then watch him as we get closer to the Wormberg.
That at least is very marginally better.
Never. Of course not. He's a hero, isn't he?
I taught him myself.
And what is your name, hero? So that we know who you were.
My name is Rincewind of Ankh.
And I am Liessa, Dragon Lady. You are to challenge me in mortal combat.
No, I can't.
You are mistaken. Liort, help our hero into a pair of hook boots. I am sure he is anxious to get started.
No, really? Ow! If you are looking after
you
my
will see your
acquaintance-
friend soon enough. If you are religious, I mean. None who enter the Wormberg ever leave again. Except metaphorically speaking, of course.
Oh, Mr. Tryman. Good day, Arch-Chancellor.
Oh. New shoes and hat, huh? Well, you came to see me.
Yes. I've taken the liberty of doing a little research.
Ah, about the Octavo, perhaps?
Yes. It appears that one of the great spells is missing.
Ah. And you were wondering purely for administrative purposes where it might have got to.
Well, yes. Do you know, Arch-Chancellor?
Well, if I did, I think I've forgotten. Oh, Spold! Oh, no.
too late. He's already popped his pointy shoes, hasn't he? You know, he always had difficulty breathing even before he managed to seal himself in his own room from the outside. Yes, great shame. How about Spoon?
Just clouds? Well, I expect this is all some sort of a misunderstanding. I expect they'll release me soon. They seem rather civilized. And when I get back, I can tell people that I saw dragons. Imagine that. Dragons.
I obey, Lord.
Obey?
Of course, Lord.
Open it?
Arch-Chancellor? Arch-Chancellor?
Such a great shame.
About... Spold, you mean? Yes.
Is that all, Tryman?
Yes, Arch-Chancellor.
Very good. Oh, Tryman. As you leave, could you tidy the sprung-heavy axe device some prankster student has rigged above my door? Seems to have malfunctioned.
I shall have it seen to, Arch-Chancellor.
Oh, and I do hope Spold's shoes are not too small for you.
We fight to the death. Yours.
Oh. I suppose I ought to warn you that I have a magic sword.
That's me.
What a coincidence.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, no?
Prepare to be defeated.
I don't think so.
I've seen sharper button-ups. Going well, isn't it? Call yourself a magic sword?
I don't actually.
Hang on, Rincewind, hang on.
Let go, damn you. Or we're about to die.
That's easy for you to say. Ah!
Why don't you save me? What have you got to lose?
Is that
You! Does that mean that I'm going to die?
You're a fine-looking dragon, by the way. Even if he did just turn up.
You summon me, Master. You have the power.
You mean I just thought of you and there you were?
Yes.
But I've thought of dragons all my life.
The power only works near the Wormberg. As the dragons fly further away, we begin to dwindle and fade. All dragon lords have the power, as of course does the dragon lady Liesa, who, incidentally, is trying to hack your friend to pieces as we speak.
What?
Shoot him!
As from 4,000 fathoms, that's what I say.
It's not the actual falling, it's more the hitting that worries me.
Do you think dragons can fly all the way to the stars? Because now that would be something.
I think you might be mad.
That's where we camp.
Oh, but I didn't tell you about the time I got stuck in the
sword.
You all right?
Oh, yeah.
Come on now. Yeah.
Hello? Magic sword here. If anyone can hear me out there, what I could do with right now is someone who doesn't realize they're an orphan born in mysterious circumstances. No.
Are you all right? What's happening to the air? It's flying too high. Dragons! Dragons, yes. Take the dragons! Dragon!
It won't work. You don't really believe in them.
Meanwhile, at the very edge of the world, the Krullians have not given up on their quest to determine the sex of the turtle.
Are the Chelonauts ready, Launch Controller?
Indeed, Art Astronomer.
How long to the doorway?
The launch window, Your Prominence. 12 hours when Great Artuin's tail will be in an unmatched position to determine its sex.
And all that remains is to find an appropriate couple of sacrifices.
The ocean shall provide.
It always does.
Look at the horizon.
It's all right. Admittedly, there seems to be a lot less than there usually is.
We're being carried over the edge. You. Oh. Oh. We're going to run out of world.
We are? Well, I absolutely have to see that.
but a book to read.
I don't want to leave this world!
A prospect immensely troubling to the Octava.
Oh, it's you.
I just came to see Arch-Chancellor Weatherwax.
Do you have an appointment?
I've never needed an appointment before.
Well, the Arch-Chancellor's never been organized before.
It's just...
Look, the Arch-Chancellor is going to have been very ill quite soon and mustn't be disturbed.
Can you smell burning?
I've been smoking in my sleep. I could have sworn I was wearing my shoes.
Why don't you come with me instead? There's something I know you really want to show me.
Crime. Oh, dear.
We'd better not monkey around with it, or who knows what'll happen. The last person who went near it...
Yes.
Well, it was a long time ago. All I'm saying is he never passed any exams after.
Ah. As a matter of interest, after the last time, what exactly did they do to Rincewind?
I never said anything about Rincewind.
Rincewind? Did I say Rincewind? I meant whichever perpetual student wizard it was who monkeyed around with the Octavo.
Rincewind.
So, when the spell left the Octavo, where exactly did it go?
Get off, will you?
Are you saying you want me to stop?
Yes, stop, will you?
Stop saving your life? It's actually twice now.
Oh, thank you.
Say again?
I said thank you. Stop that! Will you stop that? Not a polite shake of the hand. Having first checked for poison needles in the palm, in that old quaint Ankh-Morporkian tradition, would be sufficient. Huh.
I'm on the edge of the world. Seeing things that most people can only dream of. On an adventure with visions and wonders unimaginable in one lifetime. It's all thanks to you, Rincewind.
You forgot the near-death experiences.
Wow. I like to think of them as edge-of-life ones. With the best guide a little old insurance clerk from Best Pelargia could ever hope for.
Well, I would have been fine, of course. Even falling from the Wormberg. Because a stop falling to certain death is only a level 2 spell.
Actually, I was sort of hoping that you could do some, you know.
What, magic? Like what?
In a fight, you could turn people into worms.
Ah, no. Turning people into animals is an 8th level spell. Look. The thing is, I never really completed my training. I only know one spell. And even that I got by accident.
What does it do?
Dunno. I suppose it could do anything. But it's from the greatest spell book of all. The Octavo.
The Octavo? Well, how did you learn it?
When I was a much younger student at the university, I agreed to open the Octavo for a bet. Pint of beer, I think it was. It was as if it was waiting for me. I only had a second before the spell leapt from the book and set in my memory like a toad in a stone.
Well, then what happened?
Well, they dragged me out and thrashed me, of course. Never did get the pint of beer.
What do the spells say, exactly?
It had vanished from the page. So nobody will know what it said until I say it. Or until I die, of course, and then it'll sort of say itself.
And nobody knows what it
does. To know that, you'd need to be Arch-Chancellor.
Now you tell me.
Why didn't we go over the edge?
Because our log hit that rope. I think it's called the circumfence. It runs around the edge of the world.
No, you mean the circumference. The circumference goes round the edge of things.
So does the circumfence. I suppose that's the rim bow. So beautiful.
Great. It's a nice view before we die. Do you see the 8th color? That's the color of magic.
There are a lot of other worlds down there.
Yes, quite a number. Look, there's one.
Oh. Hey, that star's new. Perhaps we should name it.
What's the point? Who will we tell? We're never going to get off this rock.
Unless we get in the boat.
Well, unless we get in the what boat?
That boat. Of course, I could stay here forever. I mean,
On balance, I know I should be very suspicious of that boat, but I do like the idea of getting back to dry land.
Are you sure?
I'm sure. Civilization.
Lovely to see you're still here, Arch-Chancellor.
Do you know what happens when a wizard dies?
All the spells that he has memorized say themselves. It's one of the first things we learn.
It's not quite true with the 8 great spells. The great spell will simply find refuge in the nearest mind, ready and open to receive it.
Abamus id. Non multo sed abamus id.
There you are.
You are going to recapture the spell from its host.
And now for wind speed, say 3 knots. Adjust for temperature. There. Of course, it'll take a while to get there and kill Rincewind. Then the spell will immediately return along the ionized path. Back here, to me.
Remarkable. If, dare I say, a little old-fashioned.
But it's what happens when all 8 spells are spoken together that might interest a wizard now, is it not? Especially when they aspire to wear the biggest shoes of all.
Oh, becoming your second has always been the limit of my ambition.
As of course it has.
I wish only to acquire knowledge, Master.
Which, as we know, is power.
And so, for the furtherance of my knowledge, Master, when the 8 spells are said together...
Oh, to receive that ultimate nugget, you'll have to do much better than that, young man.
Oh, I congratulate you, Master. I can see that we must all get up very early in the morning if we are to get the better of you.
Early in the morning, my dear lad. You will have to stay up all night. Come.
Gunnar. It's the Octavo. It's going really ape.
Right. What's going on here?
Why are the spells so restless?
The key.
Civilization.
Yes, it looks like civilization to me.
Welcome to Kron. My name is Marchesa.
I hope you're not proposing to enslave us.
Certainly not.
Oh, good.
You will in fact be sacrificed.
Thank you for another fine mess, Two Flower. Here we are, completely trapped in a palace. On an island we have no hope of leaving. And what's more, we...
Look at all those worlds. It's fantastic.
Wonder who's going to be wearing those suits.
Someone who isn't going to be sacrificed. That's who.
In the annals of the exploration of our cosmos, many have been the valiant efforts of our cosmochelonians and astrozoologists in their quest for knowledge of the great Artuin.
You said we had no way of escaping.
Just keep walking, they'll never know it's us. But I wasn't expecting an audience. As soon as we get a chance, we'll make a run for it, okay?
But never has the bravery of those who laid down their lives before in the pursuit of the answer to the ultimate question of the sex of the turtle been more valued by those who today venture forth to certain depths. Depths. These two, specially trained, highly skilled Cheladons, will be honored by the Chroniclers of Kron.
Is there a toilet in this suit?
I don't think so.
It's just that I think I need to boldly go.
I give you heroes, not just of Kron, but of the galaxy!
On the count of three, we make a run for it. That way.
I don't think it's them.
Well, you don't think anyone's realized, do you?
Guards! Guards!
To the top of the ship! They won't dare shoot at that!
I'm not for me, I'm off. Perhaps you're right.
To the library!
Quick!
Head librarian? To the Great Hall!
I wonder if they're gonna send the ship over the edge.
Follow me, this way! This time I'm definitely going to die. Now listen, we'll tell them that we'll damage the thing unless they let us go, right? That's all we're gonna do, right?
Yeah. That's it. It all left off now.
What was that?
What was what?
I thought I heard something.
12.
That's good. Make it look like you're damaging it.
I think it's stuck.
What is? You're not messing about with anything in there, are you?
No, of course not.
Oh, good.
What is the Octavo doing? From the roof! To the Tower of Art! How many steps are there?
8,800.
And 88.
What was that?
It doesn't seem to want to go!
What?
9, 8.
That's it! I fixed it!
Fix what? We gotta get off this thing.
2, 1. Lift off!
Stars! Worlds! The whole damn sky full of worlds! Places no one's ever gonna see except us!
I've not seen that one before.
I don't know the significance of the star, but that mist is important.
So, what's happening?
I fear the only way to find out exactly is to perform the rite of Ashkente.
Thank you, Arch-Chancellor.
Nice try. That mist is a change spell created by the Octavo. The whole world is changing.
For the better, I think.
That's so pretty. I really should name it.
Has anybody seen the Arch-Chancellor?
Yes. And how can I help you?
I'll give it a name. Goodbye, world.